IS audit challenges. There was this particular experience in one of the organizations as a result of what we do. I'm talking about you earning enmity and what they do to you. I'm sharing all these things so as not to discourage you. It's just to prepare your mind. There was this lady, this HR lady, out of following up on her to ensure the company has what they need to have. No funds, no policy. There were findings that we made. We followed up on her to implement. She interpreted it to mean that we were pestering her, we were humiliating her. I remember in 2021, I was having stomach upsets, regular stomach upsets, persistent, following my being poisoned in the dream. On the same job, after I spent so much money, millions, so it resulted into normal stomach upset. So one day, I went to the hospital. I was having stomach upset from Monday. I think that 2021, it was February. Monday through Tuesday, I went to the hospital. The hospital said I will need to see a consultant. And the consultant will be seeing me on Thursday, meaning that I will need to sustain the stomach upset till for another 2 days. Till Thursday, Monday through Tuesday. Then on Tuesday, they said I will need to wait till Thursday. I needed to do some tests too, CT scan for my stomach and one other test. All these tests, the total cost was not up to 60,000. The HMO said they could not do it, that my plan could not cover it. 60,000 tests, 60,000 naira. My plan could not cover it. So I communicated with the MD of that company. Do you know that the MD asked this lady to tell me to go to a particular hospital? Said Mirinda. This lady, perhaps she wanted me to die. In February 2021, this lady didn't tell me. The MD of that company asked them to get my history through the HMO from my existing hospital. This lady did not tell me. Unknown to me that the MD also told the head of the section I was reporting to at that time. So this lady just got back to me and said that I must wait till Thursday. She got back to me on Tuesday, meaning that I must continue with the stomach upset, not headache, not malaria, not shivering, not high temperature. Whereas she had gotten the instruction that they should tell me to go to St. Mirinda Hospital. It was a professor in that company that now, referred me to his family hospital. I was on my way when I was coming, and the MD of that company called me. He was asking me how far, and I told him that I had gone to an hospital that a professor referred me to. He was like, but I've told them to tell you to go to St. Mirinda now. I was shocked. I couldn't tell him. I didn't want to expose that HR lady. The MD sounded like maybe I went to where I preferred. He didn't know that I didn't get the information. I didn't want to expose him. He now asked me to ask the company how much I needed. So, meanwhile, when I was coming from the hospital, they told me the test I would do, additional tests and every other thing, how much they would take. I had to ask for 300,000 naira. Immediately I dropped, or I hung up from speaking with the MD of that company. I called this HR lady. You know what she told me? She said she didn't hear the MD. Meanwhile, it was a lie. He now said I should not be angry. He said it in Yoruba. Mr. Sanmi Ema Binu. Why? Because she had a mission. My offense was following up on her to implement our report. At the end of the day, I called her to say, MD has called me and said he has given you the instruction to tell me to go to St. Melinda. That was when he now told me that. Later I confirmed from the woman I was reporting to that she also was also told by the MD. And if MD had told the two of you, why is it that she was the only one that heard and you didn't hear? We are talking of highest audit challenges. Whereas my HMO amount at that time was just 100,000 naira as contained in my letter. In that company, they were doing premium of 5,000 naira for me. That's about 60,000 naira. The place where I worked before I come to that hospital, that organization, my HMO amount was 800,000 plus. 800,000 plus. I even had local travel allowance or foreign treatment allowance. 400,000 plus was my foreign treatment allowance before I joined that company. I joined the company as a manager. My medical allowance was just 100,000. That 100,000 naira was not all being expended on my behalf. They were spending 60,000 naira per annum, 5,000 naira a month. So the HMO just fashioned something for us because the plan of all the HMO at that time could not accommodate what the company presented. But the major thing is that this HR lady pretended like she didn't hear what the MD said. She wanted me dead. She didn't pass information, only for her to be apologizing. That happened in February 2021. So still talking about